Good morning, children. This is part 3 for the poem My Mother at 66. Now, some of the expressions that I would like to explain to you. The poetic devices, I have discussed some, and the some more poetic devices are simile, Asian like that of a corpse. When the poet was staying with her mother in a car, she felt that the shine of the face of her mother had faded. The mother was sick, she was not that healthy, and there was a reflection on her face. So the poet compares her face to that of a corpse. Corpse means a dead body. Because she has lost the glow, she has lost the radiance, she is not as brilliant as she used to be in her youth. And then looking at the mother, the poet feels that it is very depressing. She has already developed a sense of guilt because this is the last stage of her mother. Mother is aged and she is not well as well, and the daughter feels that she should be with her mother at this stage of life. As they are staying together, as already I have discussed with you, she is staying in a car with her mother and they are on way to Cochin airport. She feels quite depressed. So in order to divert her attention, she looks out of the window of the car. And out of the window of the car, what can she see? She can see young trees. Young trees sprinting. So there is a contrast between age of mother, condition of mother, and the trees which seem to be sprinting. Sprinting trees here, it seems the trees are sprinting. Trees are there. They are not sprinting. They are not moving. But it is because of the position of the poet. Poet is sitting in a moving car. As the car is moving, it seems to her as if the trees are also running fast backwards. And why she wants to divert her attention? Because there is a sense of depression when she looks at the face of her old mother, sick mother. And then she can see trees, young trees, contrast the old age of her mother. She can see young children coming out of their homes with enthusiasm, with curiosity. They are very happy that they are getting an opportunity to come out of their homes and play outside. So again, the poet is making a contrast with the old age of her mother and her own childhood. When she was a child, perhaps she also used to come out with enthusiasm and play in the streets, or she used to enjoy her young days. But now the times have changed. She has lost her childhood and she is comparing the childhood of the children, the youth of the children, energy of the children with that of her mother. There is a contrast between the old age and the condition of mother. And on outside, as she looks outside the window of the car, she can see sprinting trees, young trees, energetic trees as if they seem to her, and young children who come out for play. And at the same time, she feels that there is a sense of guilt in her. She feels that at this stage of life, she should have been with her mother. And so she again looks at her mother and sees her face. Her face has lost the brilliance. So again, there is one more simile has been used. She compares her mother, the face of her mother, with winter's moon. Mostly during the winter season, the moon is covered with mist or fog. And as such, you can't see a brilliant or a radiant moon in winter season. So her face is compared, as the word like or as is used, simile has been used here. The face of the mother has been compared with winter's moon. And there again is a very important expression. Familiar ache, childhood fair. Familiar ache, childhood fair. Childhood fair means when we talk of the children, they usually, all the children in their young age, when they are very young, they are so much attached to their mothers that they always have this fear that their mother should not be separated from them. They always wish that their mother should be with them. And even the feeling of separation from the mother raises a kind of fear in the children. And this fear has again surfaced with the poet. When she was a young child, she was very much attached to her mother, and she had this fear that her mother should not be away from her. But now she is grown up, she has a family, mother is old, but same fear returns to her mind. But this time, it is not a temporary separation. It is a separation which is permanent. At this stage of life, if mother is separated, she'll never be able to see her mother again. So that familiar ache which she used to face in her childhood, that same childhood fear has returned to her mind that she may lose her mother. She has this fear in her mind on seeing the condition of her mother, that she may lose her mother. Her mother may not be able to survive for a long time. And so she tries to overcome her feelings. So at the airport, when the security check is over, she looks at her mother, mother is standing now at a distance, as the daughter is inside the airport after the security check. And what does she try to do? There is a beautiful expression used: smile, smile, and smile. The repetition has been used here. The poetic device is repetition. Why repetition? Because the poet wants to stress smile. This smile is not natural. The smile is not real. It is an artificial smile. What are the real feelings of the poet? She feels depressed. She feels guilty. She feels disgusted. She doesn't want to leave her mother at this stage of life. But she has her own compulsions. She doesn't have an opportunity. She is not in a condition to be with her mother at this stage. So in order to hide her real feelings, she just smiles so that her mother is not sad, that she leaves her mother in a good mood. So in order to cover her real feelings, she smiles, smiles, and smiles in order to overcome her emotions. And we can also say her depression, her sadness was so deep that she couldn't find words to express them. So all that she could do was smile, smile, and smile. I hope that important expressions of the poem have been clarified. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the description box on WhatsApp group as well. And now you will try to solve all the questions. Read the poem again, and you are most welcome to ask your doubts. Thank you.